Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon. Greetings of the day to you all. Now, here I am today to brief you about how to overcome the examination fear. Now, students, most of you are going to face exams very soon, be it a child who is in class 5th or be it a child who is in class 12th. All of them are going to face the exams very soon. So, in this particular module, I'm going to break this module into two. Now, what are these? First of all, we'll be talking about preparation before the exams, and then we will be talking about the topics, yeah, the things, the do's and don'ts which you are supposed to do during the exam day or something after your exams also. So, are you ready? Let's set the ball rolling. How to overcome the exam fear? There are certain points which I would like to tell you that how we can cover with them. Timetable. Now, this is a very important part, friends. I am not saying timetable what your teachers have prepared for you. I want a timetable which need to be prepared by you all. Now, what is that timetable is all about? You have to make a subject wise timetable. But before making a subject wise timetable, I'm sure that all of you are aware that which subjects and which date are you having your exams and all. Okay, so prepare your subject wise timetable. Here I want to tell you a small tip. Now, what is that tip? That you should always prepare your timetable in a reverse chronological order. Now, what do I mean by this particular term? When am I using the word reverse chronological order? Means the paper which you have in the last, that you should study first. And the paper which you have second last, it should be second in number like this. And why am I telling you to do this? ये मैं आपको क्यों बोल रही हूँ करने के लिए? क्योंकि जो आपका सबसे लास्ट का पेपर होगा, आप वो उसी टाइम पढ़ेंगे, क्योंकि वो आप सबसे लास्ट में पढ़ेंगे। ओके, सबसे लास्ट में पढ़ेंगे तो आपके डेट के पास में होगा। सो देन व्हाट विल हैपन, आपको दोबारा दोबारा उस पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ना नहीं पड़ेगा, एंड माइंड यू, इट विल सेव लॉट्स ऑफ योर टाइम। Okay, so this is the first thing. Now, timetable, you can make it according to you. According to you means according to the number of hours which you are putting in. कितने समय आप लोग दे रहे हैं उस पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट को, आप उस हिसाब से उसको प्रिपेयर करिए। दूसरा, आपका कौन सा सब्जेक्ट स्ट्रांग है जिसको आपको थोड़ा कम समय देना है, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट आपका थोड़ा सा वीक है जिसमें आई एम सॉरी जिसमें आपको ज़्यादा समय देना है। Am I clear? So, like this, you have to prepare your timetable. Okay, अब टाइम टेबल बना के you need not just keep it anywhere or the other. If it is possible for you to please take a printout and place it in front of your study table. If not, then you can just put it on your study table, whichever way you are comfortable, and please see that you follow it regularly. Okay, without any this thing, right? So this is the first point which I would like to tell you, that is to prepare your timetable, that you can start right now also. I'm giving you Saturday, Sunday for your this thing. Maybe you just want to relax on Saturday, Sunday. So from Monday onwards, you can strictly follow this timetable. Believe you me, going to make a lot of impact. Let's come to the second one. Practice regularly. Now, this is not only applicable to the students who are preparing, yeah, who are from PCM background, yeah, who have maths and all. This is applicable for everyone. Subject you need to identify, be it accounts, be it maths, be it physics, be it English also to a certain extent. Okay, because when we are doing with English, there is another point which is called as in creative writing, which we always overlook, जिसको हम लोग कभी भी ध्यान नहीं देते। हमें लगता है कि ये तो हो ही जाएगा, इसमें क्या है, ये तो वहां पे अननोन क्वेश्चन आएगा, हम इसको कर लेंगे। बट ऐसा नहीं होता है। यू कैन प्रैक्टिस दैट। जितना आप उसको लिखोगे, जितना अच्छे से आप उसके वर्ड्स को चूज करोगे, रोज रोज लिखोगे, देयर आर डिफरेंट वर्ड्स, डिफरेंट वोकैबुलरी विच विल कम इन टू योर माइंड। सो दिस विल रियली हेल्प यू in improving. So please practice regularly. Let's talk about the third one. Now, obviously, all of us knows that the good preparation ensures good result. So please prepare well in advance. Whichever subject you are going to study, please make sure कौन सी बुक से आप पढ़ने वाले हो, right? कौन सी बुक्स आपको जरूरत लगेगी to read that particular topic, क्वेश्चंस आपको कौन सी किताब से करने हैं, तो आप वो सारे क्वेश्चंस या बुक्स को अगर आप उसी हिसाब से अरेंज करके रखोगे, सो दिस विल रियली हेल्प यू in doing a good preparation. So this is a very very important part of this. You can just put your books, maybe you're having a reference books, you have exemplars, you have guide books, you have certain other practice books, so all that need to be kept together. So then it becomes easier, it is arranged properly, तो आपको ये बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प करेगा अच्छे से किसी भी टॉपिक को तैयार करने के लिए. Let's move ahead. This is again a very very important point. Take short breaks. My dear friends, it's a proven fact that none of us can study more than 2 hours constantly. Constantly मतलब लगातार. हम 2 घंटे से ज़्यादा लगातार किसी भी पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक के ऊपर कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो प्लीज टेक शॉर्ट ब्रेक्स. यू कैन जस्ट टेक इट लाइक दिस कि 2 घंटे हो गया, आफ्टर दैट यू कैन टेक अ 10 minutes ब्रेक. दैट 10 minutes ब्रेक कैन बी रिलेटेड टू योर water break, using a washroom, just strolling around here and there. Okay, go into a fresh air, whichever way you are comfortable, which helps you to rejuvenate. ओके, आपको थोड़ा सा ताज़ा महसूस करने के लिए आप इन सब तरह के ब्रेक्स आप ले सकते हो. ओके, और कोई भी, मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रही हूँ, मैंने यहाँ स्लाइड पे लिखा तो है कि आप 40 से 50 मिनट, बट ऐसा होता है कि 40-50 मिनट्स में हम एक टॉपिक को कवर नहीं कर पाते. ओके, सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टॉपिक ऑल्सो, सो अकॉर्डिंगली इतना आप खुद जज कर सकते हैं कि ठीक है, मेरा 1.5 आवर की पढ़ाई होगी, 2 घंटे की पढ़ाई होगी, लेट मी टेक अ ब्रेक फॉर 5 minutes, 10 minutes अकॉर्डिंगली. बट प्लीज keep a track of your break also, कि whether it is of 10 minutes, it should not exceed more than that, right? 10 minutes maximum, 15 minutes, but please उसको ज़्यादा मत करिए, otherwise it will not help you at all. Some of my students always ask me कि मैम whenever we speak या whenever we talk, so can we keep on talking to ourselves. आप में से बहुत सारे बच्चे होंगे, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स होंगे जो बोल बोल के पढ़ते हैं, मतलब they speak loudly and then they learn that particular thing. It is nothing wrong in it. It is absolutely the right procedure. Why? Because in that case our many sense of organs are working. Obviously what we are speaking, whatever is registering in our mind, and obviously our ears, audio. Okay, so that really goes directly into your brain, राइट? सो दिस इज रियली गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. टॉक टू योर सेल्फ. आप कई बार होता है हम अपने आप को वो चीज़ समझाने की भी कोशिश करते हैं. आपको कोई चीज़ नहीं समझ में आ रही है तो आप अपने आप से बात करिए. ओके, आप अपने आप से बात करेंगे तो आप अपने आप को वो चीज़ को अच्छे से समझा पाएंगे. यू कैन मेक योर सेल्फ रजिस्टर दैट पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट. ओके, सो यू शुड टॉक टू योर सेल्फ. दैट इज द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. ऑब्वियसली वी ऑल आर अवेयर, बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं या हमारे बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स हैं जो बच्चों को बहुत जल्दी फोर्स करते हैं, सुबह जल्दी उठ जाओ, ओके, पढ़ाई करनी है, रात को जल्दी सो जाओ, सुबह उठ के पढ़ाई करनी है. आई एग्री. सो आपको थोड़ा सा ये ध्यान रखना है कि किसी भी बच्चे को अच्छा सा एक रेस्ट देना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी. एटलीस्ट 6 to 8 hours की स्लीप एक बच्चे को या एनी ऑफ यू शुड टेक. Okay, now that doesn't mean ki 2 hours you are sleeping in the afternoon also. Sorry. And then 6 to 8 hours you are sleeping in the night also. That kind of a thing should not be done. Okay, I'm sorry. It should be like this ki at least 6 hours sleep should be there. There are certain students who prefer learning in the morning. There are certain students who prefer studying in the night. It is absolutely okay. I'm not saying that only morning, but obviously all of us will prefer that if you get up early in the morning and then study, because your mind is fresh at that particular time. Okay, but again it is depending upon person to person. So no junk food please. And why do we say that no junk food? Because if you're preparing that particular food, that is if you're preparing burger, pizzas, pastas at home, it is absolutely fine. But if you're getting it from outside, so then it happens. Why we say so? Because it happens कि आपको कहीं एलर्जी ना हो जाए, आपकी तबीयत ना खराब हो जाए और उसकी वजह से आपकी पढ़ाई का लॉस हो. इसीलिए हम ये बात बोलते हैं कि यू शुड अवॉइड हैविंग फूड from outside. If you're preparing it at your house, it is absolutely okay. But then too, please start having nutritious diets. You can have lots of soup, you can have lots of fruits and all during that, because fruit is having so much of vitamins, juice and all, which actually helps your brain to work properly. Okay, so here I'm not here I'm not asking you to have juice only and no food. It is not like this. Mothers are your best guide. They can always keep a track what my child wants, and they can always try to provide nutritious food to their children. When to study, this I've already discussed, that you have to decide, but I will always prefer that learning in the morning is a better time to study. Posture, again, this is again a very very important part. As you can see, I've shown you through the pictures also, that you should always try to sit on a study table. First of all, your posture or your back should be straight. Okay, it should not be bent. Your shoulder should not be shrugged. And don't sit on your bed and study, because hota kya hai, धीरे धीरे we are just getting into our bed, and at times we start feeling lousy, we don't want to study, ho gaya kal kar lenge. These kind of a things start coming in our mind. Okay, so please try to sit in a proper posture. It will help you in studying continuously. Okay, mobile phones. Now, here I want to tell some parents also certain things. कि it happens that जैसे एग्जाम आने लगते हैं, तो then parents are much maybe I say stressed as compared to the students. अभी उसके बोर्ड के एग्जाम है, and this I must share with you कि my son is also having his board exams. 12th, he is in 12th, so he is also having his board exams. But I must tell you that I'm not having that stress, frankly speaking. It's not just because I'm a trainer, but otherwise also because I have made his timetable. I'm already following all these things which I am trying to tell you also to follow. ओके, सो ऐसा मत करिए पेरेंट्स कि टीवी नहीं देखना है, बच्चों को मोबाइल फोन नहीं दिखाना है, कुछ भी नहीं करना है. कोई भी बच्चा 12 घंटे तक या 16 घंटे तक लगातार पढ़ाई नहीं कर सकता है. उसको वो ब्रेक्स देना बीच में बहुत ज़रूरी है. ओके, तो अगर कोई बच्चा गेम खेलता है या मोबाइल फोन का इस्तेमाल करता है, तो देन यू कैन गिव देम अ टाइम बाउंड breaks. Maybe you can just tell them, yes, if you want to refresh yourself, you want to play game, go for half an hour, then you have to come back. That kind of a uh, ruling, that kind of a discipline we all have to keep. ओके, आप भी इस चीज़ को कोशिश करिए एज अ स्टूडेंट ऑल्सो, कि प्लीज़ डोंट गो फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ अ डिस्ट्रैक्शंस. जब तक आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, प्लीज़ कीप योर मोबाइल्स असाइड. मे बी यू कीप इट इन अनदर रूम, बिकॉज मोबाइल इज़ वेरी टेम्पटिंग. अरे किसी ने कुछ मैसेज तो नहीं भेजा, किसी का व्हाट्सएप तो नहीं आया, किसी ने मेरा ये लाइक तो नहीं करा. सो कीप इट इन अनदर रूम. Okay, then maybe you will be able to concentrate on your studies better. Okay, obviously I have asked you practice, practice and practice, especially when you are doing maths, you are doing any subject, especially I'm talking about maths, physics, chemistry or accounts and all, where you have to write it down and then only you can do it. Okay, but rest also, if you write it down, it gives you a very base, very nice platform, because it will really help you in improving that particular subject. दिस इज अगेन अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. अभी आपने नोटिस करा होगा कि आई हैव अ वेरी बैड हैबिट ऑफ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर. मे बी इट्स अ बैड हैबिट और गुड हैबिट, बट आई टेक इट एज अ गुड हैबिट ओनली. एंड वाई आई हैव यूज बैड हैबिट अर्लियर, क्योंकि होता क्या है कि बच्चों को ये लगता है कि पानी क्या ज़रूरी है, अभी तो आजकल वैसे भी ठंड है, सो इट इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. नो, इट्स अ लिक्विड इनटेक. मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले जूस से पहले भी यही बात बोली थी. इट्स अ लिक्विड इनटेक विच हेल्प अस टू refresh our brains. And you all are aware, water का जो formula है, that is H2O. Okay, which is having oxygen in it. And actually when you are drinking water, it is giving oxygen to your brain. ओके, तो आप एक 1 लीटर का बॉटल आपके टेबल के ऊपर रखिए. दैट यू हैव टू फिनिश इट इन द स्पैन ऑफ 2 to 3 hours. But again, I'm not saying like this that you are having lots of water, then you are going to the washroom again having water. So that kind of a thing, you all can work it out. But believe you me, it really helps you in refreshing your brain. Okay, yoga and all, if you can just do yoga for 15 minutes in a day, it can be a normal this thing also, that is meditation, which you can just sit with your crossed legs on the bed, okay, or on the floor, and just close your eyes. ओम करो, आपको जो भी ठीक लगे आप उस तरह से उसको करो थोड़ा सा. इट विल हेल्प यू इन improving your concentration power, okay, but preferably in the morning. Now, अभी तक हमने बात करी है दैट इज व्हाट यू आर सपोज टू डू बिफोर योर एग्जाम्स, और यू कैन गेट इनटू द हैबिट of what you have to do before the commencement of your exams. Now let's talk about do's and don'ts, what we have to keep it in mind during the examination days. मैंने अभी आपको बताया ये all these points which we have already discussed. Okay, whenever you are going, yeah, on the exam day, you should go with care. That means you should make sure beforehand only your bags should be ready. Nowadays, especially in the board exams, they are only allowing the transparent pouches. Okay, you're supposed to carry the transparent pouches in which you're supposed to keep your stationery, and you are only allowed to carry transparent bottles also. Okay, so please make sure, parents also, please make sure that these things have been procured by your child beforehand. Okay, so for that you have to, on the day you have to keep all that hall ticket, stationery, everything ready in your bags, right? Okay, examination timetable obviously this is a very very important part, and this has happened with me also when I was quite in the school and all. I misled ki kuch aur paper tha and I gave another paper. Thank god I was prepared, and that was a normal routine unit test only, so I was able to do that. But that kind of a leverage you don't have, so please check your timetable properly, okay, before you move for you this. Again, panic situation. Okay, most of us are in a panic mode. एग्जाम है, मम्मा कुछ नहीं खा पाएंगे, प्लीज हमें डिस्टर्ब मत करो, गो अवे फ्रॉम हियर, एंड ऑल दीज काइंड ऑफ अ tantrums the children always keep on doing. Okay, so please have a breakfast, at least have something. Okay, and mamas are also requested not to force your child कि पराठा खा के जाओ या कुछ भी. Okay, that मैं आपको ये हक दे सकती हूँ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, आपके बच्चे हैं. लेकिन फिर भी आप थोड़ा सा ये ध्यान रखिए कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा ओवर स्टफ नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर ओवर स्टफ होगा तो द चाइल्ड विल स्लाइटली फील स्लीपी और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो बट यू शुड हैव ब्रेकफास्ट बिफोर लीविंग द हाउस फॉर योर एग्जाम. You should reach the venue in the advance. We always do that. If it is possible that if you are going to any new location, which is very common when you have your centers, exam centers for your board exam, तो अगर एक दिन पहले या एक हफ्ता पहले जाके आप एटलीस्ट वो जगह देख लीजिए कि वो कहाँ है, आपकी घर से वहां तक पहुंचने में कितना टाइम लगेगा. सो बिलीव यू मी, इट इज रियली गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. ओके, तब आप अपने बच्चे को उस मार्जिन के हिसाब से यू कैन ड्रॉप हिम और हर. बट ऑलवेज टेक अ cushion means that you should always have some buffer time with you, maybe at least 5 minutes 10 minutes to spare. आधा घंटा पहले तो बच्चे को पहुंचना ही है वेन्यू पे, जहाँ पे भी पेपर है. ओके, सो प्लीज बी वेरी केयरफुल विद दिस. Keep yourself cool and calm. I'm not saying that you will not have tension on that particular day, but try to keep yourself as much as calm as possible. Okay, or when you reach, that I think I am going to cover this. Do not discuss anything with your friends and students. And students have this habit कि if they think कि that this person is very smart या this person is very good in studies, तो उसके पास जाके knowingly they do this. अरे तुमने ये करा, सर ने तो बोला था कि ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, दिस विल कम. एंड इफ यू हैव नॉट डन दैट देन यू अगेन गेट इनटू दैट पैनिक सिचुएशन. So try to avoid discussions before the exam. You just reach your place, try to settle down in your class if it is allowed beforehand by the teachers. Try to meditate, yoga for some time, breathe in and out, okay, and avoid discussions. Read the question paper carefully. That has already been done nowadays in most of the schools, or in CBSE curriculum also, we have a blueprint which has been given to the students prior only, where they always mention that this is a time period, 10 minutes 15 minutes to read that particular paper, and that will help you. Your number, register number means, I mean to say here, that is your roll number and all, which has been given to you. So please make sure that you write down a valid registration number. In case, my dear students, if you have any issue इन पैनिक स्टिकन मोड और आप थोड़ा सा घबरा रहे हैं, तो आप किसी भी टीचर से इस बारे में पूछ सकते हैं. यू कैन ऑलवेज आस्क द इन्विजिलेटर हु इज देयर कि सर क्या यही हमें यहाँ पे लिखना है. देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट. क्योंकि सॉरी, क्योंकि अगर आप गलत भर देंगे, सो दैट विल नॉट सॉल्व द पर्पस एट ऑल. आपकी कॉपी में कुछ गड़बड़ हो सकती है, आपके मार्क्स कहीं और जा सकते हैं. सो प्लीज बी वेरी पर्टिकुलर अबाउट दिस. While answering your multiple choice questions, MCQs, be very careful with the options which are given to you. Demarcate the answers. Demarcate means just you can underline it. Okay, you can just underline it by doing that or something. Okay, okay. Demarcate the answers by drawing lines using a pencil. मतलब कि ये आंसर मेरा हो गया है, ऐसे हो गया है. I always tell my student one important thing कि if you are means if you are attempting the questions which are of highest mark, maybe you are attempting a 5 mark question, 4 mark question, अगर आप उसको पहले कर रहे हो तो उसको प्लीज अच्छे से मेंशन करो कि ये सेक्शन डी का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है. और फिर सेक्शन टू सेक्शन मत चेंज, मतलब सेक्शन ऐसा नहीं करिएगा कि सेक्शन डी का एक क्वेश्चन करा, फिर सेक्शन सी का करा, फिर बी का करा, फिर ए का करा. इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दिस. इफ यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग वन सेक्शन एट वन पर्टिकुलर टाइम, मेक श्योर कि आपने एक सेक्शन के सारे क्वेश्चन इकट्ठे करे हैं एंड देन यू कैन मूव टू अनदर वन. यही चीज मैंने आपको यहाँ बताई है. नेवर मिक्स अप सेक्शंस व्हाइल आंसरिंग, because this is very irritating from the uh, teacher point of view. Whenever he or she is checking the answers, they get very irritated कि कहाँ क्या कर रखा है. Okay, मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा तो है कि प्लीज उसको उसी तरह से अटेम्प्ट करिए जिस तरह से दे रखा है, बट ट्राई टू आंसर क्वेश्चंस विच यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट फर्स्ट. टाइम पीरियड आपको पहले से डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. बहुत सारे हो सकता है नेक्स्ट सेक्शन में हम आपको एक वो भी शेयर करें कि आपको टाइम स्लॉटिंग, क्योंकि हर एक सब्जेक्ट के हिसाब से मैटर करता है कि आपको कितना टाइम किस पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन को देना है. इफ़ इट इज़ पॉसिबल फॉर यू, आप वो भी अपने लिए एक प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं कि मेरे पास 15 मिनट स्पेयर बचने चाहिए ताकि मैं उस पेपर को रिवाइज कर सकूं. Okay, please don't do any kind of a rewritings. Whatever diagrams you are making, make sure that the diagrams are neat. I'm not talking from the drawing perspective, I'm talking from the labeling perspective. Okay, drawing obviously it has to be clear, but at least it should be visible. Okay, the questions must be aligned in the sense, matlab in a proper sequence and all. So this point is clear to you. Diagram I have already discussed with you. For detailed answers, you should include, you should take all these things into consideration depending again on the topic, on the subject, what we are talking about. Whenever the worksheet, yeah, whichever worksheet have been provided to you to do your rough work, please try to do the rough work in those stated areas only. Okay, please don't do it here and there. It will not solve the purpose at all and it will not good also. Clear with your this thing. Now, I have already told you this, ki please complete your paper 10 to 15 minutes before time. Okay, that will help you to do the revision part, which is a very important, and to do the necessary corrections if it is required. Obviously, we have already spoken about this earlier also. Ki please carry your own stationery. Don't get involved in asking for the stationery from here and there. क्योंकि अगर आप इधर उधर से मांगते हैं, एक तो आप खुद भी डिस्टर्ब हो रहे हैं और आपको अलाउड भी नहीं है, बट फिर भी आप दूसरों को भी डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं. और कहीं ना कहीं इन्विजिलेटर गेट दिस थिंग इनटू हिज और हर माइंड कि आप चीटिंग कर रहे हैं या कुछ, तो वाई टू इन्वॉल्व इनटू ऑल दैट. तो इसीलिए उससे पहले ही आप अपनी सारी चीज़ों को करके रखें. आप अपनी, अगर आपके पास थोड़ा सा टाइम है तो आप प्लीज इस तरह से अपनी चीजों को वर्कआउट कर सकते हैं. You can underline the definitions, that is important. Okay, subtitles, if you have anything you can do that. If you allowed, I want to repeat this word again. If you are allowed, Okay, because depends upon different exams whether you are allowed or not. Otherwise you can use different ink colors because that looks very neat and all when you are presenting it in front of the this teacher. Okay, so this will really help you to enhance certain things. Obviously you should have maintained complete silence, do not carry unauthorized paper and all, which can lead that you are doing some kind of a cheating and all. Do not carry your jewels, cell phones, etc. Obviously this is not allowed also. Now, once you have complete your exam, now this we have already discussed, what you are supposed to do before the exam, what you are supposed to do during the exam. Okay, and what you are supposed to do after the exam. Please room छोड़ दो आराम से. Don't disturb others if you're allowed to. Again I'm repeating, because in certain exams you're not allowed to leave the venue till the time everyone has done their exam. So you can just, if you're allowed, you can just move outside and relax. And what I've written here, never wait for your friends. And why I have written that? Because I don't want any postmortem to be done. ओके, बिकॉज बच्चे आएंगे तो आप डिस्कस करेंगे, अरे आपने ये नहीं करा, आपने वो नहीं करा, एंड देन अगेन यू विल गेट इन टू अ पैनिक मोड. यस, यू कैन थोड़ा सा रिव्यू आप कर सकते हो, बट उसकी वजह से योर नेक्स्ट एग्जाम शुड नॉट बी हैम्पर्ड. Okay, so my dear friends, I will end on this note: no postmortem. Okay, so I hope this will really help you in for your upcoming exams. All the best, do well, and take care. Thank you so much.